PDRs. We have old high or low. Your PDRs can also be liquidity, as you can see. Pay close attention that it should be a liquidity with time factor, like a previous day low, previous day high, previous weekly high, low, below. Bearish rejection block, I made a full video about rejection blocks. So if you want to dive in, go find this video. I was talking about 3 rejection blocks in heavy detail. Bearish order block, fair value gaps, breaker, and the mitigation block. Okay, as I and as you know, you are not a beginner. Most of you are semi-advanced, so I'm not going to discuss how is fair value gap looking, how to mark out order block. If you have problem with that, don't worry. Tell me, I will make video about it. But the protocol series is for semi-advanced people, at least semi-advanced. So the only thing I want to discuss is the breaker and the mitigation and the difference between these two. Okay, so it will be really fast. Don't worry. Take a look. We have sell side, buy side, sell side. Pay close attention that this low is taking out. Then we have move higher, closing above, and this is, guys, your breaker. This is your breaker. And now let's talk about the mitigation block and what is the difference between it. Simple. Sell side, buy side, sell side, but not the lower low, higher low. This low staying intact. We are not taking out this low. Then we have buy side, sell side, buy side. Yes. So this is your mitigation block. Boom. Very easy, very simple. Now let's talk about balanced price range and why is the breaker a balanced price range. Take a look. We have sell side, buy side, sell side, buy side. Okay. We have 30.25 points of sell side delivery met with the same amount of points in the buy side delivery. Once price close above the breaker, the range from the breaker high, right there, to the smart money reversal became a balanced price range. Price should not revisit the smart money reversal low. Price has already delivered the same amount of sell side as buy side. I didn't make this graphic file, but it is very beautiful. Clean our attention. So let's now talk about some better stuff. Take a look at these 2 fair value gaps that I marked out that are keeping us in that place. This fair value gap is not allowing us to go higher. This fair value gap is not allowing us to go lower. This fair value gap is a first fair value gap represented in a new leg higher. This is important. New leg high, new leg. It can be higher or lower. New leg represents fair value gap. Also, take a look. Pay a close attention how many times it showed power. Okay, very important. Okay, next thing. This fair value gap. Short power of times. That's why I marked this out to have the knowledge why are we here, what's stopping us, and what is my analysis. I am not bullish or bearish. I'm waiting for price to show me what is going on. If you're going to inverse that, boom, easy long. If you're going to inverse this bearish value gap, then first I will be next. Very simple. Old high, old low. Okay. So take a look. Wednesday, not Wednesday. Monday low, Monday high. Sorry, fuck. Monday high. We purged the Monday high, and what happened next? Reverse to the Monday Monday low, okay? So liquidity, as you can see, with a time factor like a previous day high, is very important. Also, take a look how wicks above it close in a range, creating what? Rejection block. Beautiful. Now, let's talk about the continuation trades. Take a look. We what Tuesday did. Like it wasn't the price action, a little bit of consolidation. You can destroy double pairs, like not one-sided direction, but it established specific range. What can we see? This previous day low. Give me a second to make this clear. Previous day low. We displaced through on a Wednesday and created a value gap. Guys, this is a very important signature. This is your POI to go sharp. Train your eyes to see it. It's working to the tick very often. Take a line, extend it to the right, and mark out the survival gap. Look out for the PD rates that are aligned with some form of other PD rates like liquidity, like weekly open, monthly open. Take a look at that. Monthly open, right there, guys. What you have? Bullish order book. Last bearish candle before trend changes. Okay? Choose your bullish breaker. Oh, sorry, not the breaker. Bullish order book. Combined, aligned with monthly open, and this gold, this pure gold. This is what you should looking for. Of course, also going to the lower time frames. I don't want to make this lecture too long. I want to make a part two where I will be home because right now I'm on vacation. That's why I will do this. First presented fair value gap after market open. So you're waiting for the opening bell and take out the vertical line. Okay, open is right there. Boom. The first presented fair value gap. Zoom in, lower time frame, 1 minute. We have here. You might think, oh, but we wasn't reacting to it. We wasn't retracing to it. It was staying open. No, it wasn't open. It wasn't open. It perfectly worked. Worked perfectly because 90% of you might think that your fair value gap entry is the 50% of the fair value gap. Wrong. This candle high this week is your entry because of the fact that this is turtle soup right there. And this eye of it. I'm not going to discuss it on this lecture. The next thing you have first survival gap, first macro survival gap. Macro starts, you wait for the first survival gap to form. And the first survival gap that formed inside this macro is that 1 minute gap that showed also power. And we retried that magic. We didn't tap into this and go lower straight away. We tapped into this. Why? I don't know. Time factor to it. Guys, think about that. First, survival gap in the macro. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm going to answer in the part 2 of this week 2 protocol 2026 protocol series. What University? Sorry for the audio. Have a good weekend.